In this video, I'll show you how to solve this algebra problem. So the first step on solving this type of problem is you want to factor anything in your numerator, anything in your denominator. So you're going to try and factor everything you can. So take the first one. You got x squared minus 4 divided by 2x minus 4 times 2 over x plus 2. And in this case, we're multiplying. And as I said before, the first step is you want to try and factor. So we'll take the numerator of the first fraction. X squared minus 4. Can that be factored? Yes, it can. That'll factor down into x minus 2 times x plus 2. Right, so difference of squares. And now let's look at the bottom. We've got 2x minus 4. Can that be factored? Yes, it can. 2 times x minus 2. Now we'll take the second fraction, 2. That can't be factored. And what about the bottom, x plus 2? No, it can't be factored. So now let's write it out. Because remember, multiply is straight across. Multiplying is straight across. So now we've got x minus 2, x plus 2 times 2 divided by 2 times x minus 2 times x plus 2. Now, we've got a bunch of numbers in the numerator and a bunch of numbers in the denominator. So now the next step that you want to do is you want to take all your numbers here and you want to see anything in your numerator. We'll see, can we cross out anything in our numerator that's in our denominator? Let's take x minus 2. If that's in our numerator, is that in our denominator? Yes, it is. So that means we can just cross these guys out. Now let's go to x plus 2, which is our next part of it. So we've got x plus 2. That's in our numerator. Is that in our denominator? Yes, it is. Right here. So now we can cross them out. And once we do that, all we have to do is we're looking at our last number, which is 2. And then that's also in our denominator, so they will cancel out. And now all we're left with, since everything cancels, we're left with a special scenario, which means that if everything cancels in the numerator, it becomes 1. If everything cancels in the denominator, it becomes 1. So now we're left with 1 over 1 is equal to 1. So 1 is our final answer. So now let's recap. So our first step was try to find something that factors. And we did. So the first step was trying to find something that factors. So you had x squared minus 4 that factored down, and then 2x minus 4 that factored. These two didn't factor. That's okay. And now multiplying, so we multiply straight across. So now you have x minus 2 times x plus 2 times 2, which is in our numerator, and then 2 times x minus 2 times x plus 2. That's in our denominator. Everything canceled out because we cancel them out by if it's the same number or function in the numerator and it's same thing in the denominator, then we cancel them, and as goes for the other ones. And since everything cancels in the numerator, it becomes 1. Since everything cancels in the denominator, it becomes 1. And that means 1 over 1 is just equal to 1. So that's a tricky problem. Don't be tricked by it. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe and watch the future videos.